This is our potato cannon over there, and we'll explain how to load it and shoot it in 3 simple steps.
Step 1, gotta cut open a potato and put it on top of the barrel, mash it down. Once that's done, you can use a long pole like this,
and then you'll stick it in
and push it down until it's at the very bottom.
Then the second step is you take these pieces of plastic from like a plastic bag or trash bag. We use a trash bag. And then what you can do is you go over here. You have to hold the plastic like this and make sure everything is aligned so you can push this stuff.
Once you've got it screwed in well, final step, just get an air compressor and attach it. It's right here. I'll show you the others.
You have to aim it before it fires, and then get away.
Then you back up. Oh yeah!
My name is Eli Asefa, and this is my demonstration of my water balloon launch.
I'm Eddie Smith, and I'm Turner Raft, and this is our 2025 Maker Faire football raft. We made this raft because we want to be able to play football and go fishing on our own makeshift raft. The main parts of this raft are the PVC pipes, which are 8 feet long, and use countless solutions to make it watertight. We also have an 8-foot long plywood, which we reinforce with 2x4 wooden beams. This makes sure that we won't step through it. We made the lock nuts and bolts watertight, so no water will get through. And since there were some unnecessary holes, we filled them with silicone-based caulk. Now we're going to test our objective by testing if this is buoyant enough to float.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
It seems like we might be taking water in this PVC pipe because this is not going to where we planned. So it floated, as you can see, but when we both stepped on it, it sank. We can hear bubbling on these 2 PVC pipes, which means water is getting in.
So this is our pop shop project that we made out of PVC pipe, and this net right here, so the ball doesn't fall out.
And we got this hoop. It's electric, so there's a sensor that senses how many times you score.
If I make it, it will show on there. Oh, I need to make it. If I make it. Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so
that's worth 2 points if you make it.
And it's a 1 minute timer to see how many we make. And we had to get a bunch of these spaces so we can connect them.
My name is Theo Brooks.
And my name is Vasco Botello. Theo and I both enjoy playing tennis, and it would be the upcoming sport that both of us would play during the spring season. Therefore, we were initially planning to build a tennis catapult. However, we quickly realized that it would take too much time to create a bigger scale catapult. So we decided to create a smaller catapult for a Maker Faire project.
An important factor of the distance of a projectile is the mechanical advantage, which depends on the ratio between the shorter string arm holding the projectile and the longer pulley arm holding the counterweight. The mechanical advantage makes the projectile go further. However, it would be off balance if we cut the string too much, so we made it slightly shorter than the pulley arm. This way, we can increase our range while not sacrificing stability.
First, we started by creating a steady base right here made out of popsicle sticks, including small, medium, and large. We needed to drill holes in between the sidewalls to put a nail which would go through the top structure and a second nail which would go through the nail holding this box.
The trebuchet has a more complex mechanism than a catapult, and the trebuchet was a much more modern technology. This is why we switched from a catapult to a trebuchet. According to Trebuchet Definition, Design, History, and Catapult Britannica, the trebuchet vastly improved upon earlier forms of artillery. According to the history of the trebuchet from ancient China to modern conflict, traction trebuchets began to appear west of China near the end of 500 CE. According to medieval weapons, types of trebuchets, facts and history, the types of trebuchets are the traction trebuchets, the more advanced counterweight trebuchet, hand trebuchet, and hybrid trebuchet. This is our trebuchet project.
This is our Maker Faire project, an antifungal and antibacterial water filter. We watched a video from City Prepping on YouTube and constructed our water filter based on that. At one point in creating our water filter, we left it for a week and a mold grew in it. We had to create a new one, as you can see here. First, there is a layer of pebbles, which filters out large dirt and debris. Then there is cloth, which separates the different sections. And then there is sand, which filters out the small pieces of dirt and debris. And then there's activated and powdered charcoal, which absorbs toxins. And lastly, there's naturally antifungal and antibacterial plants over here. According to the Association of Water Technologies, this method was first acknowledged by John Gibb, a Scottish engineer. The system used a series of gravel and sand filters to create a clean water reservoir. This was the first large-scale filtration system. Now, I will give you a detailed description of all the materials used in our water filter. First, pebbles are small rocks, and the space between them takes up debris, dirt, and anything that might be floating harmfully in the water. According to the National Library of Medicine, activated charcoal over here absorbs toxins in the dissolved liquid phase via direct contact. Some plants we use, such as bay leaves, contain various compounds in their oils, like eucalypt oil and other stuff. These kind of compounds kill fungus and bacteria, filtering the water. The wastewater flows through a bed of sand, and particles are removed by way of absorption or physical encapsulation. Thank you for listening.
For Maker Faire, we made a 3D printed battlefield. There were two sides. We had a canal and two sides of land. We had one battleship for each team and one plane, and 5 people in combat. We also added explosions in the background to make it more realistic.
So I did all Tinkercad stuff and making all the people, the battleship, and the fighter jets. My 3D printer was a Flashforge Adventure 5M, and each thing, so the people took about 25 minutes, the battleship took about 2 hours, and then the fighter jet took about 1 hour and 30 minutes to make. So rounding that all up, it's about like 10-ish hours, which was a good amount of time for making everything.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
This is our mini hoop rebounder.
It's made of PVC pipe, netting, zip ties, and liquid nails to hold the joints together.
The idea is when you shoot the ball, it'll go in and bounce off and go back to the shooter. Andrew will demonstrate.
Okay.
Again.
It worked though.
There.
Hi, my name is Vikas. Today I will be talking to you about my Maker Faire project, a Raspberry Pi computer traffic light system. Right here is my code. This code is very important because if I did not have this code, my project would not work. The first code that I attempted to use made the lights go green, yellow, red, yellow, green. But the code that I'm using now, which I adjusted from the original code, makes the lights go green, yellow, red, green, yellow, red. Now I will show you how my project works. The green
will be running for 10 seconds. After the green is done running, the yellow will run for 3 seconds and the red will run for 10 seconds. I made this just like a real traffic light system, except I made the short waiting time shorter because it would take a lot longer for the green to switch to the yellow to switch to the red. I hope you enjoyed the video of my Maker Faire project, and thank you for watching.
Have you ever gotten to bed at night and wanted a drink, but you were too tired to get out of bed? Well, I've created the night well. First, turn on the light so that you are able to see in the darkness. Next, pour a drink. The night well is made out of a cardboard box, plastic container, a dispenser, ice packs, and stickers. The hardest part about making the night well was either electric taping the whole box or orientating the stickers. I'd say it's probably electric taping the whole box because it is a tedious process, and I also try to make it really smooth. The most fun part about the process was getting a lot of Gatorade, because I like Gatorade. And we got most of our materials from the hardware store in my pantry.
For my 2025 Maker Faire project, I decided to make a beverage. This beverage is a shark bite drink. So what you want to do is you're going to take a little bit of the drink, pour yourself some, and we're going to take one of the blue shark gummy candies. I have one right here. I'm going to put it on the side. Like that. We'll take some of our cherry syrup, and this is going to act as the blood of a human getting bit by a shark. But the shark goes inside of the drink. We have like that, and it's gonna fall. It's gonna get bit, and it goes in, and the shark attacks a human. And that is my 2025 Maker Faire idea project. It's called Shark Bite Drink.
Welcome to Pepper's Compound. This is what we made for Mini Maker Faire. It is a doghouse for Jasper's dog Pepper, and inside there's a lot of space.
There's a mat. It's
and
just
then-
made out of very nice wood and some asphalt roofs.
Yep, we drilled in all of the wood together, and then here you put trees or anything. Yep, and then this is water. You put water here, food, and once you're done, it can go into the bottom, so like it doesn't get dirty when you're not using it. This was a good project. We worked hard, and this is the outcome. It went pretty well.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
This is me and John's Mini Maker Faire project. It is a tabletop foosball table.
So the walls are made out of wood as well as the boards and the rods. The players are 3D printed. The handles are made out of hockey tape, and the goals are also made out of mesh bags.
We will play a quick game of foosball. First to one wins to demonstrate it. We used a bouncy ball for the foosball, and also we used spray paint to design the foosball table. 3, 2, 1, go.
Foos. Go!
Hello, my name is Brooks Easter. And I'm Miles Taylor. And we made these PVC lightsabers out of a 61 centimeter PVC pipe and a PVC lock that made it 79 centimeters. So we made 4 lightsabers in total. One with red, one with blue, one with green, and one with a mixture to make purple. And then we used gray duct tape and squeezed them, so now the design looks more realistic to the patron. Yeah. And now we will show how they work. And so these things are pretty fragile, so I would not recommend to use them with much force. Thank you for listening and taking this time.
Hello, my name is Nico.
And my name is Jay. And for Maker Faire, we built a vacuum chamber from scratch. Now we're going to demonstrate it. Okay, I'll turn it on. And if this pressure gauge moves up, that means it's creating a successful vacuum.
Okay. So now that we've determined that the vacuum chamber works, we're going to demonstrate using 2 marshmallows.
Here's one for you. One for me.
So proof it's a real marshmallow.
Now we're going to put them in. Okay, and now we're going to turn it on.
And if the marshmallow expands, that means the vacuum chamber works.
And as you can see, the marshmallow is slowly expanding and the pressure is going up. And when we turn it off, the marshmallow should shrivel. Okay, 3, 2, 1. As you can see, the marshmallow has shriveled up. Bye, thank you for watching our video.
That is our demonstration
of our working vacuum chamber for Maker Faire.
Pontoon boat, if we turn on the on switch, we get that, should be able to go straight in the water. Should be, too. You'll now demonstrate how it works in the water. Yeah. I know it is a short distance, but it will also work in longer distances. Yep, here's one more time. Let's see. And works great. That is our pontoon boat. Hope you enjoy this.
Hey there. Hello, Mr. Miller. This is my Form A Maker Faire project video. What I made was a lap desk for sitting on the couch. Here I'm demonstrating it on the couch. My dog's right there. And as you can see, it perfectly fits my computer and I can use it easily. And I have a nice glass of water right here, which I can access and drink easily. And I can even lift it up, turn it around, and sit down with it. And this can also not just be used for computers, but it also can be used for food. I serve my parents bread and breakfast sometimes, so it has multiple uses, but most of the time I just use it for a lap desk.
Hey, why don't you steer instead of braking?
This is our crash soapbox car that we made from recycled wood for our Maker Faire project. Nobody was hurt in the making of this video. We're all fine. Or the video before this.
This is my Maker Faire project. My Maker Faire project is a plant growth chamber, and the idea is that if you don't want to go outside because there's bad weather or you're just not really an outdoor person, you can just use this and then you can have wildflowers or plants or whatever you intend to grow in just a matter of weeks, and you can do this all from inside. So to start with building this, we had to use a seed tray, so that way we could put little soil pellets on it, so we could use that as actual soil instead of real soil, so it's more efficient for us. And then after, we had to put wildflower seeds in there. After that, we put the tray on top of here. And then we have the plant grow light. The thing is, when you have the seed pellets, they just don't automatically convert into soil. You actually have to put some water. So if you pour water on the whole thing, it will be moistured, and then you won't actually have to water your plants until the next few days. And then after that, from every other day, you can water them about 1/8 of a teaspoon every day, or 1 tablespoon. Whichever needs will meet what plants you have. And then after, there you go, your plants should be ready in a couple weeks. And that's my project on the plant growth chamber.
Hi, I'm Teddy.
Hi, I'm Calder, and this is our plasma gun. It's a very cool way of how gas expansion and pressure can create a very cool epic explosion. Here it is. We got our materials from Home Depot and Ace Hardware Store. We got clear tubing, we got 2 plastic bottles, we got a wooden frame, and we got a propane tank with the blowtorch. Okay.
This is how it works. First, you lightly tap this button, and then it'll build up gas, and then you press it fully, which will ignite it, and the fire, the plasma, will travel around the tubes, and then it'll explode out the bottle. So this is it in action.
I didn't see that one.
Thank you for watching our plasma gun, and we hope we get to show you more at the Maker Faire.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Ian, and this is my Science Maker Faire project. Have you ever had something you want to preserve that you really love, but you just end up using it and it gets really, really dirty and you lose it? Well, I solved that problem. I made a display box that allows you to preserve your items, especially capsulated, to preserve them and not let them go to waste. So I made this by attaching some hockey sticks for handles, spray painting them, making a plexiglass box with tape around it to connect it with glue too. And I'm going to be putting some caps things into the display case. As you can see, you're able to put different things in it because you can take it apart and reassemble it. So I'm going to be putting this Capitals towel, a bobblehead, and a signed puck. So now I'm going to be putting the case back on, and you'll be able to see what it looks like with things inside of it. So the sticks on the outside are used for handles and better grip. This is a glass box mostly made out of sticks and plexiglass. And yeah, thank you.
Hello, my name is Kamran Yazdani, and for Mini Maker Faire, me and my partner Jack Lakovich both decided to make a custom mechanical keyboard. For this video, I'm going to be doing hand cam of a keyboard and record the screen. So, here is me typing. Alright, and that is how the keyboard works.
Oh hey, beautiful day at the links, huh?
Yeah, I'd say.
Our Maker Faire product has made it so I can golf from home.
I know. Isn't it great? We made our own golf course using just stuff that's around the house, except for Storm the Bear, this guy here, and also the foam blocks from Michael's, which we used to put the wickets in for hole 6.
Yeah, ever since you asked to make a customizable mini golf course, I said, oh, this will be perfect.
Yeah, because it has the 3 different holes right there. We can put coasters over them, which was really a great idea on your part.
Yeah, we used trial and error to find out if we needed to change any of the aspects of the course. We probably changed a few because we needed to improve our golf game, but I don't think anyone's that bad that they would miss. Oh,
Cut.
Henry.
So, I am going to try to make a putt on the Bear Storm. This is hole number 2. This is a par 2. I should be able to make this. I don't think I am. In fact, Rory doesn't think I will. But, let's give it a try.
Oh.
Just missed.
This is our Maker Faire project. It's a mini room heater that uses the fan to blow air, to blow this heated cord outwards. So if we were to connect these wires to the copper, because the copper the heat falls through the copper and then into the wires, which will then heat it up. Mm-hmm. And the fan will blow the air in the direction it's facing. It used to be that the copper wire would light up, but it's old now, so it doesn't light up as much. But I just have these connected. Yeah. And then is it turning red here? Oh yeah, it's hot. Yeah, so it's not turning red, but it's hot and it's blowing like hot air.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then it'll blow it'll make the room hotter, I guess is the point.
And then we have the batteries on the bottom and the side.
This is the side batteries for the fan, and the 3 of them are for the heating up.
And you can see this fan spin. Didn't see yet.
Yeah. It's connected from there.
And then if you want to stop it, just
pull it out, and then you disconnect this wire.
Yeah, and then
everything stops. Yeah.
And
that's pretty much it.
I'm Alex. And I'm Rommy. And this is the Romlex putter. The Romlex putter was both me and Alex's idea for our Maker Faire project. We both share the love for the great game of golf, and we are on the same golf team. And so we discussed, and we thought that we should make a golf-related item. Of course, the obvious answer here is a golf club. As real golfers know, putting is the key to a good golf game. And so we thought, why not make our very own putter? This putter took multiple steps and multiple prototypes to make. You see, we have the grip here, the shaft here split into 3 parts, and we have our head. Let's go try it out. Let's test it out. Best putter in the game. You just can't miss with this putter. You know what I mean? This is the between the legs trick shot. This is the behind the back trick shot. With the Romlex putter, of course. Let's go!
I'm Declan, this is Edmund, and this is our Maker Faire project. So we built a sports drawing rack. You can put your helmet and your equipment on it. We also have fans that we attached to dry the equipment faster. So yeah, the fans are manual. You just have to flip the switch on all of them to air it out. We also spray painted it to STA colors, so it looks a little better. And yeah, as you can see, the fan will spray up to dry the equipment on the top. Yeah, it took us about 3 days to get all the stuff done. We both were sick for a little bit, so it kind of spread out the things, but About it. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alex Perez.
And my name is Shivaj Rommy. For our Maker Faire project, we made a remote-controlled airplane.
We came up with this idea because we both have an interest in aviation.
This plane is a Swedish fighter jet called the FT Viggen, and is manufactured by Saab.
Our model can reach up to 80 miles per hour.
We had originally wanted to make a CRJ 700 passenger plane, but we found it to be too risky and costly.
Our plane was designed by the company Lightsabers. Another quick note is that the Viggen is delta-wing.
That means it has wings like a space shuttle. The Viggen is also very maneuverable.
Our plane took about 2 months to build. We had to overcome challenges like setting up the electronics.
However, our main problem turned out to be a corroded battery. We also had to download YML files for Elevon mixing, and that also turned out to be a very big challenge. For those of you that don't know, Elevon mixing is where you take two Elevons and you use a computer program to synchronize them. For those of you that don't know what Elevons are, an Elevon is a combination between ailerons and elevators. This line signifies the Elevon. An elevator is what makes the plane go up, and an aileron is what makes the plane turn. So an Elevon is what basically controls the plane.
Our plane uses a 70mm GF or engine.
We did our first flight at the St. Albans football fields.
Here are the videos.
So this is Feddy in my video about the Nerf rival pilot. So the way that the shell works in the thing is it goes into there and it gets held in by this lip, and it lets air through the hole in the middle. But when you put the bullet in, it blocks that hole. And when you put the dart seals the hole, but when it's fired, the air will escape.
So when I pull this back, the spring, there's gonna be a lot of pressure on the spring. Then when I fire it, the thing that holds the spring releases it, and then air goes up through the vent, and its only way out is through here. So it pushes the bullet or the Nerf dart out, and yeah.
Your seeds, which we need 1.5 cups of, and chia seeds, which we need 1/2 cup of. Chia seeds. Pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds.
Go the chia seeds.
Don't get them all over the place. Those look the same.
Yeah, they kind of do. The almond flour to the mix.
Boom.
And goes the almond flour. Here are the flax seeds. We need to grind.
Grind it up. Go grind it.
To the mix. Add in some baking cocoa. 3 tablespoons of this.
Bacon.
Oh, what's this?
And then a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Can I smell it?
A teaspoon of cinnamon.
Smell? Oh, that's
Mix back in the blender so that we I don't want it to fall out. In the blender so we can mix it back up. And this is protein powder.
10 servings of this. It each has 13 grams of protein in it. Let's go!
Hello, I'm Nathaniel Taylor, and this is my Maker Faire project. So this is what I made for my Maker Faire project. It's the shooting rebounder / art trainer. So I was inspired to do this because when I went to Dick's, I saw this very expensive art trainer rebounder training thingy, and so it cost $500. I didn't ask my parents to buy that for $500, so I made this and chose this as my Maker Faire project, and it cost around $50, so it's a lot cheaper. And so, basically, if you shoot it, it'll come through the net, and it'll go through the bucket, and it'll come straight back to you. And even if you miss, it will still come through, get blocked by the netting, and then come back through to the bucket. And also change your arc because the netting is over the rim. So I'm about to test it out and show you guys how it works. It's not gonna be the perfect example because we don't have it up against the backboard, so it's not like straight and it's not secure and steady. Because we have to take it down to take it to school. But let's see how it works. Now back to
This is a DIY garden bed. I picked this because my mom wanted another one, but I thought I could make one for Maker Faire. I covered it with a coat of some dark blue paint. There's dirt and some plants inside.
For my Maker Faire project, I made a model rocket and I launched it at the park. I wanted to do this because I haven't launched a rocket before and I wanted to try it. It was really fun. And the videos are attached, so enjoy the videos of it launching.
Okay. Countdown.